BMW has just done something new to try to draw more money out of your pocket. This is just corporate greed. There's no other way to describe this. Look at what they did. I found this story online today. BMW has designed a new type of bolt for their cars to attach parts and make it harder to work on the cars yourself. Look at this. Look at this design of this bolt. It's a whole new, unique type of head on the bolt, and it's, of course, it's stamped with BMW, so you know it's a BMW bolt. Now, if you want to take a normal hex head bolt and stamp BMW on it, go ahead, nobody cares. But this is just making the car harder to work on. Most people aren't going to know where to go find tools to operate this bolt, and they're going to end up taking their car to the service department where they can charge them over $100 an hour to do the same job you could have done at home if you had the tools to turn a couple of bolts with. And other automakers do this kind of thing too. Ferrari, they are elite. Oh, you can't do anything on a Ferrari. Ferrari has to authorize kind of things like that. Other big fancy car makers like McLaren and Bugatti and maybe some Mercedes ones too. I've seen some videos where you have to take out 4 to 13 separate drain plugs to change the oil in the engine. $10, $20, $30,000 oil changes. I think a set of tires in a Bugatti Veyron is, I don't even know, 20,000 or something ridiculous, some ridiculous amount of money for these tires, and you can only use these tires if you want to go 250 miles an hour. Well, can I put on some regular Goodyear tires and drive it around town at 100 miles an hour? It's all a ripoff. It's all corporate greed trying to get more money out of you. Apple does this too with unique screw heads and tips and tools to work on their iPhones and iPads with. Just go into the store and flip over an iPad and look at the unique little odd-shaped screw heads. They don't want you to fix it yourself. They want you to take it to them and pay them to do the same job you could do yourself. Now, when I saw this article showing this unique screw head, one of the first comments I saw in it that I read made me smile. It said, pretty soon you'll be able to go to Harbor Freight and buy a set of sockets for these bolts for $14.99. And boy, I hope so. Apparently, BMW patented this screw head. You know how much I would care about their patent? Not a lot. If I had manufacturing equipment or a CNC mill or something like that, and I had a BMW to do it on, I would make my own tools to take that bolt out myself and then put in regular hex head bolts to replace them. And just out of sheer principle, not gonna pay them for something like that. That is just ridiculous. And what possible reason could BMW have to justify this? Oh, well, this bolt is better. It upholds the BMW legacy and brand and reputation. Really? That's an awful lot for one bolt to do on a car when you got much bigger problems to worry about. I thought it was going to be a quiet, boring day at work today, and it's got me all worked up. I'm actually getting over like a little bit of chest congestion here, so I didn't want to talk too much. But today, oh yeah, I can get my energy up for a few minutes to talk about this. Seeing something like this, I know that just brings out the loudmouth Tim. Oh, you're not going to get away with this. I got to say something about this. So, I was never in my life going to buy a BMW. I've never even thought about buying a BMW, but now I even more will not ever buy a BMW. And out of sheer principle, you shouldn't either. You should, if anyone you know is talking about it, yeah, look what they're going to do. They're going to force you to pay more money to take off their special bolts on their cars. We've all seen many, many stories online about how car makers make it so hard to work on the car. It takes hours to do what used to be a simple job. Open the hood at any new car and look at it and see how you're going to get in there and change the spark plugs. How can you even reach your hand in there to touch the spark plug, much less get a tool on it and turn it. You know, utterly ridiculous. It's all corporate greed. I understand making money, fine, but don't rip people off in the process of doing it. Well, that's all for this video. I got my 2 cents in on this subject. Please hit the like button, help me with the YouTube algorithm, write some comments in there, and tell me what you think about this too. Thanks for watching. Bye.